Pop Squat, coming at you. My cold is almost gone. It's still a little bit in my head, a little bit in my throat, but mostly back to normal. It does give me a very good radio voice, however. We're gonna listen to something from kensolone, and kensolone sent me a note. This track, I would say, came out 7 months ago, but this is still marked as private, so it looks like they did not actually kind of hit release. Um, Says, hey, my name is Ken Salone. I'm a 20-year-old musician from Birmingham, UK. Ken Salone is a portmanteau of canopsia, which that's a term I hadn't heard before, so I looked it up. 1 second. Canopsia and loneliness. Canopsia means a feeling of melancholy or sadness in response to the emptiness of a space that was once vibrant. That's pretty cool. So, like, missing something that used to be amazing, right? Like missing the sun as it falls out of the sky. It is also defined as the eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that's usually bustling with people but is now abandoned and quiet. For example, a school hallway in the evening, or an unlit office on a weekend, or a vacant fairgrounds. Cool word. Did not know that word. He says, my goal with music is to convey the struggle of being alone. I'm weird and have felt like a reject just like many others. My music tries to convey the scattered nature of a young mind trying to find their way through this world. Life doesn't make sense. It throws you off into paths you didn't expect. It's awkward at times and doesn't hit how you expect it to or when you expect it to. Um, like, holy crap, yes, that doesn't stop after you're young. That maintains throughout your entire life. I'm sorry to tell you that. Um, we can talk more about that, right? Like, I have no problem talking about that. It's obviously from my experience, right? From my point of view. You get you get a life. And that's it. That's all you get. You get to make decisions about how you react to things. You get to take actions and hope that things go the way that you want them to go. Um, Nothing ever works out exactly how you think. Nothing ever works out exactly how you think. Ever. Don't ever think it will. It won't. Even the most successful people in the world, if they think everything has gone the way they wanted it to, they are deluding themselves. Um, they might be happy about where things are at, but that doesn't mean it went the way they wanted. Um, People have expectations. Life never meets our expectations because we are not in control of what happens in our life. We're not at all. We can control our reactions to some extent, but also to some extent you can't. I have ADHD. When the cats growl at each other, it immediately makes me angry, which is not a good thing when you have, three other people that live in the house, some of whom are much smaller than me, and they don't like to see a big 6 foot 250 pound guy get angry. Um, and that's just the reaction that I have to that. So you can control your reactions up to a point. Also, life is always awkward. One of the things that I like about comedy, one of the things I like about comedy writers writing serious things is they include absurd situations. Not absurd like, oh, that was goofy, slapsticky. I mean absurd, like, and I've used this example in other videos. I was watching the show Life and Beth a couple years ago when it came out, written by Amy Schumer. Great show, really liked it, really, really liked it. And in the first episode, one of the situations that comes up, she's out shopping for a wedding dress to marry her boyfriend, and she gets a call that her mom died. Absurd situation. Not not a good thing. And she's like in the middle of having a fight with her boyfriend, and she's still off doing this stuff. Like, That's what life throws at you. That's what happens in your life. You think, oh, this is going to be the happiest day of my life. I'm super excited about this. My mom just died. Uh, that's that's the sort of thing you can expect. So yeah, if you're 20 years old and you're having a hard time finding your way through life, um, everybody has a hard time finding their way through life. You just think that you're clueless. Everybody is clueless. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. They fake it. They fake it. They don't tell you what's actually going on. They keep things secret, right? Keep things hidden. That's one of the reasons why I talk about so much stuff that I do on my channel. Is I don't like to keep things hidden. I don't like to have secrets. I don't like to have people guess about what's going on in life. I was alcoholic. I have no problem talking about that. And I have no problem talking about that because other people do have a problem talking about it. They feel ashamed by it. I don't feel ashamed by it. It's a thing that happened to me. It sucks. I hate it. Would I like to go have a drink? Absolutely. It would be great. But I'm not going to do that because it would destroy my life. Hold on a second. Sorry, somebody was just in the hall. Um, yeah, no, nobody has an idea of what life is going to throw at them, and anybody who acts like it is. Oh, sorry, that's what not what I was talking about. Um, I like to share with whoever happens to be watching the truth about life, about my life, um, the stuff that I've done, the things I've experienced, what I've run into. I don't have a clue about life. I'm a failure when it comes to money being established. I'm 54 years old. I should, in my opinion, again, this is my expectation, have a house. I've owned 3 homes. I have sold them all for various reasons. One was because we moved into a new house. The other one was because my wife left and we had to split up all of our assets. And the third one was because my I finally drove my girlfriend away and I couldn't afford to keep the house on my own. So I had to sell it. And it was those last two that uh, kind of destroyed my ability to be stable, um, and to even hope to own a house in the future. So, yeah, I don't mind talking about that stuff because it's what I've gone through. So, I understand having expectations and feeling like you're lost and feeling like you don't know what you should be doing. Nobody knows what they should be doing. So, Ken Salone, you're not any worse off than anybody else. You're just smart enough to recognize that you don't know what you're doing. A lot of people just stumble through life thinking, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And sometimes it works out for them, and sometimes they end up living on the street. Luck is a huge part of getting through life. And luck could be as simple as winning a lottery or finding the right manager at a job when you're in your 20s who is able to be a real mentor for you. Luck, and you might not even think of that as luck, but it is. Luck could be scoring a super awesome job when you're 39 years old and you're set up for the rest of your life because you found a great place to work with cool people who are actually looking out for you. Bad luck would be getting hired by a company that doesn't give a shit about you, who doesn't care about your future, doesn't want to help you advance as a manager or a human being or in your chosen field. They don't care, and that's bad luck because um, companies should do that sort of thing, and they don't anymore because it doesn't matter to them. So don't. I was gonna say don't worry. No, you should absolutely worry. You can worry. It doesn't matter if you worry. If you're a worrying person, worry. It is just a lot of invested energy that you don't need to spend on worrying because it doesn't matter if you worry. Things are just going to go the way they go. Do what you can do. Try to get ahead. Try to figure out how to navigate the world. And don't beat yourself up. I do that all the time. I think I'm an utter failure. And it drives me nuts that I am not established in the ways that I think I should be by now. And I honestly think I should be. I still think I should be, even though I say don't beat myself up. I will continue to beat myself up over that. But try not to. Try not to beat yourself up. This is your life. Work with what you're given. Don't worry about all the other shit, because you can't do anything about it. You can't. You can't control other people. If somebody doesn't like you, they don't like you. If somebody's going to try and screw you over, they're going to try and screw you over. There's nothing you can do about it. Move on. Find other people to deal with, and just be honest with them, because at the end of the day, you have to be yourself. And I have found that is the best thing to go to bed thinking. Like, that didn't work out. I didn't betray myself. I was to thine own self be true, right? I mean, that's what that means. Don't compromise who you are just to feel comfortable with how life is going, because you'll feel like shit eventually about it. Anyway, kensolone also said on this track that he has an unreleased track, and he's struggling to get feedback from anyone about it except for his close friends. And it would be super cool if I could react to this. He sent this to me back in September. And I'm finally getting to it. So I remember reading this when he sent it to me. I'm very interested in it. I was interested in it at the time. Let's check it out. Like I said, kensolone. The song is Ghosts, and this is the demo. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Remember what I said? This is Ken's attempt to kind of illustrate the otherness that he feels, the outsiderness. My goal with music is to convey the struggle of being alone. I'm weird and have felt like a reject, just like many others. My music tries to convey the scattered nature of a young mind trying to find their way through the world. Life doesn't make sense. It throws you off into paths you didn't expect. It's awkward at times and doesn't hit you how you expected it to or when you expected it to. Yeah. Makes me super interested to hear this, so let's do it. Okay, loving the production on this, the whole thing. Nice build, a lot of different layers going on. I think you've got the production side of things down. I'm going to give you as much feedback as I can on this stuff because you asked for it, right? The vocals, I'm sure they're done exactly the way you want them. They're a little bit quiet for me, but that's also because I always want vocals to stand out, right? Like, I want to be able to hear what you're trying to tell me. But it sounds cool. It sounds very cool. Oh, cool. Is there more in the outro here? It looks like this is the end, right? Huh, weird. This still shows quite a few seconds left. I'm not sure what happened there. Great track. I mean, like, really, really good track. Um, I think the beat, the music that you've created is easy to listen to, but at the same time tries to push you away. That is always stopping you, right? And I think that's a cool feeling. It's a neat effect. Um, Lyrics are all great. They are general enough. I don't mean general enough. I mean they give enough information that you as a listener can put yourself into the situation and go, okay, I kind of get what he's talking about here, without being so specific that it could only be you in this song, right? Like, I love to torment, how I love it, peak and now I'm falling, I know you saw it. Like, yeah, absolutely. Some people do like to torment other people. Um, no, you love to torment, or no, they love to torment, right? Other people do love to torment, and some people enjoy that. It totally makes sense. Yeah, I know you call, and that's why I'm stalling. Like, yep, my friends are calling me. I don't want to go out, and I'm just gonna make up excuses for why I'm not gonna go out. All around, eyes are screaming at me. I thought this was a really interesting line. It sounds very kind of psychedelic, but I think what you're saying here, all your eyes are screaming at me, is basically like, I feel like people are staring at me, right? Like that just open eyes looking at you, swiveling around up in my I can't talk. Swiveling around my head up in a tree. I'm stuck up in this house, got skin around my mouth. I mean, just like stuck inside, don't want to go out. I feel like I can't talk, I can't open my mouth, nothing comes out right. These are all great lyrics. Um, Not happy to hear about, I'm trying to die, talking about suicide, all that sort of stuff. Please be careful with that. Don't do that. Don't do it. I think this is a great song. I think you probably have a lot more to say. I would love to hear more of your music. Hey, look at that. It looks like you have more stuff in here. Why is this track not public and all these other tracks are? Why is that? Answer me that question, Ken Solone. Because it certainly should be public. It's got 2 listens, 2 plays. It's a good track, and you should release it, and you should be happy with it. You've put a lot of work into this, and it's great. And believe me, everybody in the world at some point in their life feels the way you do. Maybe for you it's a lot more intense, but for real, um, everybody feels lost, and everybody feels clueless, and everybody feels, why me? Why do I have to go through this, whatever this is? Um, I feel that every single fucking day of my life. Uh, it doesn't get easier, you just get used to dealing with it. Sorry, should I be more hopeful? That's not what I do. You will figure out how to deal with all these feelings. You will. Because guess what? You have to, if you're going to live. Good track. Really excellent track. I would download this. I would listen to this anytime it came up. I'd be happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. So let me know how it goes. I hope this feedback helps. People who are watching, give them some feedback. I think this sounded cool. I can't even tell you exactly what it does sound like. Alternative, emo. It's not really rap. It's not pop. It's not rock. I I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's great. I love it. So Ken Salone, thank you for sending this to me. I appreciate it. Everybody else, please like, subscribe, and share. Cash App, PayPal, Patreon over here. If you make music like Ken Salone, send it to me. papasquatjon@gmail.com. The email address is also down below in the description of the videos if you're ever looking for it. And I appreciate it. Please go check out another video if you would. It helps me out. It makes me some more money with ads and things like that. Pop Squat. Check it out. Have yourself a good day. I'll be back with some more music. Bye-bye.